Hello and welcome to What the Hey. Thank you for joining me to learn the answer to a question that I received. And when I go to my notebook of knowledge, I see that the question reads, who the hey is ilovetrains323? And this question comes from Whitehaven Productions, so hello to you and thank you very much for the question. So in terms of a very basic answer to this question, at least from my own research and opinion, I would say that ilovetrains323 is a Thomas and Friends fan who has dedicated several years to creating both skits and animations of some of their favorite locomotive characters. And to back this up, I kind of wanted to read off a little bit of their description for their channel, and it says, on this channel you will find my fan-made Thomas series, Thomas the Train's Adventures, and Thomas the Trackmaster Engine. So a lot of this has to do with locomotive stuff, but mainly relating to Thomas the Tank Engine and Thomas and Friends. So if that's something you're potentially interested in, that's a hobby or something you enjoy, I will have this channel tagged in the description, so that's probably the easiest way to click on it and then find their actual channel if you want to do some research on your own. However, very briefly, I will state the fact that they do have a few other social media accounts. They do have a Patreon if you want to support them financially. They have a Linktree, as well as a wiki page, a CGI model website, as well as a Twitter. So if you don't just like using YouTube, those are some other options. So I kind of mentioned it already, but I feel technically this channel is one of the OG YouTubers in a way, because I did want to mention some of the history and community behind this channel. So to get you into that, I did want to explain that they joined YouTube on December 2nd of 2006. They have around 20 million channel views, around 35.3 thousand subscribers, and around 883 different videos. So they've been on YouTube for quite a long time. So for this next section of the video, what I wanted to do is list a few features of this channel so that if it's all new to you, you kind of know what to look at, if you get interested. Which one of the ways to kind of get familiar with what the channel does and what they upload is by looking at their community posts, most of which have to do with requesting feedback on videos that they've already uploaded. So in a way, the community posts are kind of encouraging the channel's audience to give input on the videos, whether or not it was something they liked or disliked, which I think is kind of helpful, because when you're requesting improvement from your own audience that generally genuinely actually cares, that's super helpful. Another way to become familiar with the channel and what they do is by looking at their playlists, most of which are kind of split up between animated stuff with locomotives, but also real life vlog kind of content, or just skits and stuff that they do with a live recording camera. So if you don't like animations, there's other stuff as well. This channel has done a few live streams. I think when I looked there was 3. Most of them had to do with celebrating stuff or doing Q&As. So either way, it was interacting with their audience and kind of answering questions if people had any. But they've only done it a few times. They may do it more in the future, but right now that's what's there. And then another feature that this channel has used on a few occasions, I think there was 2, are the YouTube shorts that they've done, and most of them once again have stuff to do with locomotive or train related things. Some of them were kind of memes, some of them were just informative, but if you like short stuff, they're quite literally very short. Quite literally, because they're YouTube shorts. Ba-doom. So the next thing that I would like to do for this video is actually list a few examples of videos from this channel, just so you can kind of see what they've done in the past and what they've done in the present, and then what they're most known for. So in terms of the oldest video on this channel, that one is titled Thomas the Trackmaster Engine, Episode 1, James and the Coal, which was uploaded on September 26th of 2010. The newest video is titled TTTA, Ducks Wash Down Trains Short, which was uploaded on December 5th of 2023. And then the most popular video is titled Thomas and Friends Never 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 Give Up, Trains Music Video, which was uploaded on July 29th of 2019 and has around 1.8 million views. So in terms of my general opinion about this channel, the thing that impressed me the most while I was watching through everything and doing my research is just the quality and the improvement of the actual animations and content over the years. Because they joined in 2006 and didn't really start making content until 2010, but the original stuff was camcord, live recorded stuff with moving locomotives around, which is totally fine. But if you look at the stuff now, I would say, because there's a CGI series with Thomas and Friends trains and stuff, and the videos that they do, like the trains animations and everything, looks almost identical to the actual like franchise material, which I feel like is very hard to come by, but it's been really cool for me anyways to like learn from an outsider's perspective the different animation programs that people who like locomotives and Thomas and Friends use to create videos like this. Because legitimately, if you look through some of their videos, the animation like quality and the animation itself is really impressive, although you can kind of tell sometimes like the frames kind of break up and sometimes like the movements of the characters aren't really like the official like episodes and stuff. It's pretty dang close. And I've said it once and I will say it again. Anyone who does anything related to animation or art, that takes up so much time and so much commitment and so much skill because you have to literally do so many details and do movements and do all these things. So anyone who does stuff like this, my heart goes out to you because I know it's stressful, but I know people enjoy it, which is still so cool. And on top of that, for me it is always so cool to see people who make fan art or fan-made content for any kind of franchise, really anything. You could be in a community of fans who really appreciate like, I don't know, quokkas or like isopods or something, and when you make something dedicated to something you enjoy, that is just so cool because that's like a hobby and something a person enjoys. I just think that's really cool. My other opinion about this channel is that there is one specific video that I really love, and you've maybe seen it, you just didn't know that this channel was connected to it. So I believe that the title has something to do with like the owner of the channel and their father going to like a hotel or something for like a BronyCon, which is so cool because I forget that people do that kind of stuff. But in the video he's vlogging about it, and then he like pans over to his dad and his dad says like, "Hey dudes," or whatever, and they're like in Baltimore, and just the way that the video is set up is so amazing. It's kind of funny, but it's also just so endearing because this dude is going to BronyCon with like his dad or whatever. It's just such a famous video. I'll probably play a clip and you've probably seen it, maybe not. I just like it.
We've gotten out of the airport and we are in a hotel room in Baltimore. That is my dad. Say hi, Dad.
Hey, dudes.
But I believe that is a good introduction to the channel, and once again, I'll have them tagged in the description, so if you want to watch their content and like look into what they do, that will be there. But I believe that is it, so thank you very much for watching. Bye.